Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Homework Help Week 5, Day 4. We're going to start by going over this problem here first, and then we'll be doing the division problem in the traditional method you prefer. So let's start here. It says, write an equation for the phrase below. 14 is equal to the product of a number and 2. So I'm going to break this down into some chunks here. I see 14. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted the highlighter. 14 is equal to the product of a number and 2. So let's think of that. The 14, now I do want the pencil. The 14 is equal to, we got that. Product, you need to know product means multiplication. The product of a number, so that's, we don't know the number, so we use a variable. I'm going to use n, and 2. So the product of a number and 2 means a number times 2. Now in algebra, we tend to write this as 2n. That's our equation. Didn't say to solve it, so that's all we had to do. Now let's go down to our division problem. Let's start with the traditional method. So I'm going to multiply 9/10 by 100 to get that to be 9. And I'm going to multiply 6 345 thousandths by 100. Put the decimal right there to get that to be 634.5. Now, 9 goes into 63 7 times, which is 63. I'm going to subtract and bring down the 4. 9 goes into 4 0 times. You must write that 0, which is 0. Going to subtract and bring down the 5. And 9 goes into 45 5 times, which is 45. And I get 70.5, or 70 and a half, as my answer. Now on to the next page, and then we'll be doing it in the partial quotient method for whichever. In partial quotient, I'm going to get rid of all of the decimals. So I need to move this decimal 3 times to the right, and this decimal 3 times to the right. So what I'm going to do is 6,000, let me write that somewhere a little lower, 6,345 divided by 90. Now I'm going to solve this using partial quotient. So here's what I know. I know 90 times 7 is 630, right? Because 9 times 7 is 63, add the 0. So 90 times 7d would be 6,300. So I'm going to say 90 goes into 6,345 70 times, which is 6,300. And I'm going to subtract that away down to 45. Now 90 does not go into 45 because 45 is smaller. So that means I'm done. I'm going to take this 45 and 90 and write it as a fraction. So my answer is 70 and 45 90ths. Now that reduces, if you reduce 45 90ths, because 45 is half of 90, it reduces to 70 and a half. All right, that's it for today, so I hope that helped. If you have any questions, make sure you ask me in class. Thanks for watching.